is the presentation over here, marketing, consumer, legal apps. My name is Everett Pompeii. That's me, that's their contact information, that's mainly there for if you guys need a slide or something like that. Know how to contact me. About myself, I'm a software engineer full-time. The other full-time, I'm the founder of Clerical, and we started out looking at building a Docacon app builder, and figured out that you guys got that covered. So, we pivoted, and we're working on instant attorney, which we're going to get to here. So in college, I built a site to 37,000 views a month during the summer. Did a Kickstarter campaign and raised 170%. As part of that, I did community and social kind of outreach for that to do marketing and awareness for that. And generated some media coverage. Nothing crazy. I wasn't on Forbes or anything like that. But that was cool, I guess, to do. And computational law is sort of my my nerd hobby, which kind of brought me here into a little more of the access to justice space. I did Peace Corps, and so kind of is this weird interest overlap there. And so to get to what you guys care about, more so the apps. So I don't know if you guys know this meme, but if not, we're going to kind of go along here. So I see building legal apps as 3 phases. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. So phase 1, to start out, right? That's building your app. That is kind of the first part. And iterative development and or design thinking, and it's also kind of branded for the design circles and the software engineering circles, is all kind of contained within that phase, right? So if you use new lawyer, document, or just raw doc symbol, or if you want, or a author hot docs, hopefully you're kind of considering something on the top row over here, but you're going to build an app, right? And the great thing about using these platforms is what they do is they decrease your development cost and they decrease your maintenance cost. And that's fantastic. So I'm not really going to go too deep into those. It's just kind of baseline. You're going to have to build an app. So phase 2, this is actually where I think most of us don't actually think about all too much, right? Is like, what? Because we know what phase 3 is, right? Profit. Okay? And now that profit, if you're a nonprofit, is just a key value, right? It's like something that you're tracking. It doesn't have to be dollars, but it can be the people who are affected that you're trying to help. So something like Upsolve, right? They don't really track profit, or down in Florida, their Florida name change app, they're just kind of worried, especially with the transgender or those type of communities. So they specifically track that outcome. So it doesn't have to be profit. So if I say profit throughout this presentation, just think I actually care. But phase 2, what is that? How do we get from having an app to profit? That is the question. And so the options are really network effects, paid advertising, or marketing. And based off the title, I think you all might know where we're going, but I want you to actually have gone through the thought process of why some of these do and do not work for what we're all trying to do. So first thing, network effects. There are 2 kinds of network effects. The first is same sign, and the next one is cross-site. So we're going to get a fun square up here. Okay, so there are 2 sides in a kind of double-sided marketplace. And an Xbox is a great example of this. You have your players, and you have the developers, and then you also have Microsoft, right? So Microsoft makes the Xbox, players are the demand side, they demand the games, and suppliers are the supply side, versus the developers are the supply side. Then there's same side and cross-side network effects. So I put these in questions, and so I think they help kind of how to make sense. So for a player, the same side network effect are my friends on Xbox Live, right? And so the more people who are on Xbox Live, the more likely it is your friends are on Xbox Live, not over on PlayStation, right? And you are more likely to buy an Xbox then because your friends are on Xbox Live. So that's a positive network effect. Also for the players, a cross-site network effect is, are the games I want to play on Xbox, right? Think about it. You don't want to buy an Xbox if all the games you care about are on a PlayStation. So there's this positive feedback loop of more people buy Xboxes because there's games. And so then on the developer side, their same side network effect is there a development ecosystem around Xbox? And that's sort of kind of why we are all here today, right? This is a developer ecosystem that we're building around Docacon. Even though some of us might be co-opetition, right? There's a little fun competition here. It's actually good though, right? Because like Clinton will make amazing tutorials, and even if like you kind of overlap a little bit with them, it's great to have that sort of thing out there and available for everyone. And then the cross side for the developers is, are there a lot of buyers for my game on Xbox? And this right here, this cross side is what's called the chicken and the egg, right? Which of these comes first? The games come first, or the developers come first? And the answer is you have to cheat, but we'll kind of understand that more. So this creates these positive or possibly negative feedback loops, right? Where more demand leads to more supply, and more supply leads to more demand, which just strengthens the platform. And we are all pretty keenly aware, I think, at this point, of the different platforms that are out there, right? We've got drivers and riders and Uber, right? Airbnb, you've got hosts and guests. Amazon, Facebook, YouTube, and Xbox, which we just went through. So, the thing is though, in order to harness same-side and cross-site network effects, you need to be a platform. And what we're all building here, except for maybe community learning document, but for the app developers, right? We are building apps. We're not building platforms. Because we're not building platforms, we're not going to get network effects. And so, because of that, network effects is not a viable solution for trying to gain that momentum for your consumer-facing video app. So what about paid advertising? Well, the thing about paid advertising is client acquisition costs. This is your big problem here. There's a lot of what we're doing right is you might not try and bottom of the barrel of the market, right? You're trying to make an ad, trying to make a profit off of it. But how do you do that while competing with attorneys? So a lot for business consumer or even business to business where you're trying to draw them in for this, you're going to be doing pay-per-click advertising. So this is just kind of a little dummy model to understand why it's so hard. And I think Scott Mueller mentioned on panel, right, it's this like weird perverse incentive that Google has to make this very. So we have a lawyer and an ad, right? This is a real simple example. So the lawyer costs $10,000 for, let's say, divorce, and the ad costs $1,000. The ad costs $10 for each of them. Well, the break-even point for the lawyer is they have to sell like 0.1% in order to break even, right? And then the break-even for the ad is 1%, which is doable online, but that's not crazy. The real important thing to see here is it's 1,000%, which is kind of crazy. They have to be 1,000% better at converting people in order to be competitive. Which, though lawyers are slow at technology, they're not that slow, you know, or someone is going to eventually catch it. And then if the lawyer gets upset and they increase the price or it's a bidding system, now it's $50. The ad now has to convert 5%. Now, I don't care how good you are at online marketing, that's insane. You're just not going to do it consistently. It's not a good long-term business. So that is also why paid advertising is not really a good option. So covered network effects, paid advertising, about to move on to marketing. Are there any questions so far? Is everybody following me? Good. Okay, on to marketing. So with marketing, a wonderful thing to fill in this phase 2. Well, before we do that, we're going to go and look at the client journey. Show of hands of anybody who's kind of familiar at all with the client journey and what that entails. Okay, great. We have half a hand. That's real good. Okay, so the client journey. It's what your client does. It's how they move through the whole sales process, right? So we have awareness. You can't read this, this is really bad. So yeah, good thing I'm going to talk about. So awareness, engagement, subscription, conversion, excitement, which really I just might think of as trust, ascension, advocacy, and promotion. So kind of let's walk through there, and throughout this, I'm going to use Upsolve as my example because I think they do a really good job of demonstrating these as a legal app. So let's kind of step through these. So for awareness, right? You're Googling, you're trying to figure out, you're in debt, and you're like, man, I think I need to file bankruptcy. I heard about this thing. What is it? So you Google online bankruptcy. Well, this is the page that you get. You have an Upsolve link, you have a can I file bankruptcy online, Upsolve, a online bankruptcy debt.org, and then receive bankruptcy stuff from LegalZoom, and a no emergency bankruptcy file. You've never heard of Upsolve before, and you still don't click on the link, you just never heard of it, but debt.org sounds more whatever. So you click on that, right? Well, at least now you're aware. You've read the word Upsolve, you are aware that it exists, and it is in your brain there, somewhere. In that subconscious cognitive easily, right? So you're there in awareness. Now we're trying to get to engagement. So back to that previous example, let's say you click on the link for Can I File Bankruptcy Online? You went on this page by John Pat's here, which is Can I File Bankruptcy Online? You read that. It's a nice article, right? And so I think I heard it mentioned here that Google recently redid their algorithms last year, right, to weight things based off EAT, which is an acronym. So basically, if you have authority and trust in your area, then they will weight you more in specific things, such as medical, legal, sort of those things where you might die or really mess up your life if they get it wrong. If they tell you, if they send you to the wrong place to buy seeds, right, it's not nearly as important as having a heart attack. Right? So Google has started to actually have humans mechanical Turk style go in and break those things to make sure they get better. Their AI for the algorithm is better. So great page here about filing bankruptcy, lots of authority on it. And so that then moves us from awareness to engagement. And then we're trying to get them to subscribe. Now, this just means we need to get contact information. Currently, they're in the abyss of the internet, right? They're anonymous like everybody else. And so we're trying to get contact information. And so down here, you see that nice red button. Click on it. It gives you this wonderful choice of 2 positives. And you happen to have children. Hopefully, you use this technique. Do you want to go to bed at 8 or 8:30? You always give them a choice. It's their decision. They usually will pick 8:30, but then they choose it, right? And so that's what the choice of positives is. And so it brings them on up either into the screener, which is up here at the top. And either screen them over to using your app or bump them down to going to LegalZoom locally, which they refer them to an attorney there.
Can you tell us what it says? I can't.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. I was kind of afraid that, yeah. So this is considering bankruptcy, and it pops you up, and that's kind of your screener questionnaire. And then it says, if you do go through the screener, it says, you're a good fit, 5% of bankruptcy, and then not, then it'll set it down here, and it says, get one-on-one help. And then it has email, phone number, and something that, so, zip code, yeah, and then connect help. And this is just me looking at the website. So Upsolve. And so there we've gone from engagement to subscription, and we need to go from subscription to conversion, right? And usually this isn't the big sale, right? This isn't the final thing. So with Upsolve, this might be a little bit different than say a for-profit company or even a public benefits company where maybe you're trying to sell estates and wills and things like that, and you might just get the first sale instead of the whole estate package, and we'll get kind of selling the whole estate package. Okay. So eventually they get through the screener, they subscribe, you send them the information right, and they say, this sounds good, and so they convert. They sign up, you start using it. So once they're converted though, you actually you need to continue to build trust, right? You need to continue to get them excited and believe in that both what your product, what they're doing is right for them, and that if it is right for them, and that your product is the thing to do. And so that moves them from conversion to excitement, which, as I said, is kind of think about that as trust, right? And then you want to move them from that trust up the ladder. So if you were here, as a great example, with them, they have their 10 steps to bankruptcy, right? And so that's kind of moving through those 10 steps. So like the first conversion might just be getting them to sign up and figure out if they should go to kind of step 1 or step 2. And then they move up that conversion ladder. So that is what ascension is. And then from there, you want to get them to be an advocate, right? So they kind of bought the whole product, or use the whole product, or use what you have on offer. And then you want them to advocate for it. So at your request, keep asking, right? They might leave you a review. Upsell does a great job of displaying this on your site. Why would they do that? Well, if you Google Upsell, I know this is really, really hard to read. It's a good thing. I have a giant arrow already, and it says Upsell reviews. That is the second thing that is Google for Upsell under their search results. So, advocating is super important when you get those reviews. And so, after you have asked and they have given you a review or feedback or something, you can advocate. And now the thing is, you actually want them to move from that over to promotion. And the difference here is them basically advocating for you on their own behalf, right? You're not having to ask them telling their friend, or them posting something, or even if they want to review you without having to ask, that's what gets them over. So, this is the client journey, right? And to put this in the context of what we talked about before, network effects cause that promotion, right? They're virally promoted, right? I send you a Dropbox link and said, hey, I get for 10 free gigabytes if you sign up. If you sign up, you get 10 free gigabytes as well, kind of thing. That's that viral sort of same-side network effects that would help create more customers. And then that paid promotion would help with dollars drive people in. And now we had already ruled out, right, that neither of those are going to work. So how do we get people into that path without either of those? So that's where we're going to get into marketing. I'll pause here. Are there any questions about customer journey? Okay, cool. So there are 3 main components: marketing, content, partners, and publicity. So with content, you have your content funnel, which kind of helps drive traffic in. So the first part is awareness, evaluation, and then conversion. These kind of map on to those parts of the client journey, but they're just focused on content. So the top of the funnel, or tofu, that is kind of your blogs, your social media, and awareness, and things like that. And so that's what really is those big kind of like landing on Google sort of SEO pages that help kind of drive general traffic in. So learning about bankruptcy. And then comes evaluation, which is the middle of the funnel. And so that can be kind of more educational resources, a little more in depth, less high level. And on top of that, also be quizzes, surveys, or kind of the screener is a good example as well. And so Upsolve has their fantastic learning center to help people understand more about bankruptcy all from a single location, and the screener that we talked about earlier. And the bottom of the funnel is conversion, right? That's kind of those final things right before the customer buys. If you remember, if you think about when you're on Amazon, what do you do right before you click that buy button, right? Those sorts of things. And so those tend to be demos or trials, customer stories, and webinars. I want to see someone do a webinar. I don't know if this will violate a million UPL rules or something like that, but I think it would be really great for clients to have webinars to be able to hop onto. Video is so powerful. It's a great lead generation technique. Anyway, so this is the reviews page for Upsolve and their fresh start diaries, which kind of is those user stories which help personalize bankruptcy, kind of see positive outcomes of that. And so that's the content funnel: awareness, evaluation, and conversion. and you have top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, bottom. Any questions on content? Good. Okay. Moving right along. Partners. Two kinds of partners. Community and business. So we're going to talk about community. So you've got legal aid organizations, courts, law schools, libraries, social workers, nonprofits, and even those kind of community organizers who might not be part of a formal organization. Quentin is a fantastic resource, I think, for talking to you about this. He has much more firsthand experience than I do about trying to kind of get courts and everyone involved in and get stakeholder buy-in for using pro se apps. But you know, there can be some issues kind of getting legal aid orgs to get buy-in and take that risk and refer people. And so it's kind of one of those, you just kind of build up the relationships and trust there. And so next kind of part, before I move on, SRON is a fantastic resource. They have webinars and videos and calls and email lists for kind of different areas that you might be interested in. And even though it's very much targeted towards the access to justice space, I think like Jamie said, right, you guys have been doing this for a long time, and just like learn from their experience and the hard knocks that they have. Just listening to it has been very informative for me. And so I want to share that resource. I suggest kind of getting on there and learning from the experience. And then business partners, right? Those are law firms, law companies, like LegalZoom, Rocket Lawyer, complementary services, affiliates. So those tend to be kind of smaller, maybe mom and pop sites or somebody who could send you traffic, but you give them a percentage of the cut. Lawyers call it fee splitting, everyone else just calls it business. White labeling, right, which is where instead of you selling directly to the consumer, kind of like Daisy did, right, you give the product to a professional, and the professional handles all the client acquisition and just pays to use your product. And then there are marketplaces. I'm going to highlight marketplaces. Marketplaces are real special. Marketplaces are a platform. And the thing about marketplaces is that, like, think about the iPhone, right? The iPhone was really cool. Steve Jobs announced it like back in like 2007, right? But iPhone really didn't take off until they introduced the App Store, right? Until they weren't the only ones building apps for that platform, right? You're allowed to like kind of have everybody come in. And again, that gets in to those network effects that we were talking about. The same side and just cross-side, which really help kind of make the platform bigger than itself and drive people. And so, what would a marketplace network effect look like for a legal app store, right? So the demand, kind of similar from before, but somewhat changed questions, right? The clients, are there reviews I trust, right? Are there apps I trust, right? That's also kind of a surrogate thing there of, you know, do these seem legitimate, or do they seem like some like farm of like China or something like that just generated these fake reviews? They seem genuine. And the cross-side network effects there are there apps for my need, right? There's got to be things there. If someone's going to say, hey, I found exactly what I needed when I went there, that's more likely to get them to refer to a friend or tell somebody about it, right? If there's already people there. If you can log on to Uber and there's no drivers around, you're not going to be like, man, this app was really cool. It said I could get a ride. So then the suppliers, the app developers, is there a community around it? Again, almost the exact same question, because it's kind of important, but we all be here, right, and understand this development of legal apps. And then, are there a lot of clients for my app? Super important. Why put it there if it's not really going to drive traffic? So that's the marketplace for legal apps. And so that again will get you into that sort of platform style business. So the thing is with this, I think there are 3 core requirements in order to kind of get that platform going and get those positive network effects. And so those are being price forward, right? So this screen doesn't display all too well, but this is Airbnb on the side, and that's the price per night over there. And this is Avo. And it's great, there's a picture, there's a rating, and there's lawyers and stuff, but guess what? I have no idea how much it costs. Like, and the thing about cost is, Rebecca Sanford, she did a podcast with lawyers a couple of weeks ago, which would be a good one to listen to. And she's, it's like 15% of the concern is the price. The thing about price, it's not just price. There's this thing called search costs. How much does it cost you to actually figure out how much it costs, right? And then there's also the risk around that. So if you're worried that you're not gonna have enough money to pay the rent, you're not gonna take a day off work and go and see if you qualify or how much it costs even to get an attorney and then shop around, right? It just doesn't make sense. And so there's a huge search cost here if the platform isn't priced forward. So majorly important to have everything on the platform have a price tag or at least a best estimate or range of what price forward. Second thing, platform agnostic. This is a difficult one, especially when I'm getting the incentives of the platform right. So here, right, we've got our Docassemble native apps, right, our different app builders, all these different apps, they all need to be able to be there. As great as it would be to be the singleton, the juggernaut, the Facebook, Friendster, nobody goes over to you, it's just too far along at this point, right? And there's just not going to be, in my belief, I know some people might disagree with me, a single platform to rule them all as far as the development side goes. It's just from the engineering side, engineers just are too particular. So they're gonna pick their own little favorite thing, or there's gonna be business cases where it's not possible. The analogy that I think of is if Airbnb tried to start out and they said you had to use Sherwin-Williams paint on all of your house if you wanted to list on Airbnb, right? That's a pretty big ask, right? You might say, well, I got this room I listed, but if I gotta paint my house, I don't think so. Now Airbnb is so big, they can demand probably Sherwin-Williams pay them enough money that you paint your house with Sherwin-Williams paint. People would do. But they're this giant monolith now, and they're only there because they scammed stuff off of Craigslist, pulled it over, and shoved it on the Airbnb to begin with, and manually handled the calls. You have to cheat somewhere. And so Airbnb did not believe that onerous paint your house with Sherwin-Williams paint. If anything, right, they kind of skirted around the rules to artificially inflate the number of people or hosts on the platform. So platform agnostic, also necessary. Third, crowdsource. So if you think about a Crunchbase or a Stack Overflow style website for legal professionals. Not about how to do the law, but about where to refer people. So there's a referral service that is a closed wiki. It's super important that it's closed. It's not for the general public to edit or contribute to. It's for trusted members of the community who are able and knowledgeable to contribute back. And the reason that it needs to be a wiki style and crowdsourced is I don't want to wait out for the state courts to finally decide, oh, hey, we're going to add our thing to this site. Right? They might have a self-help center or a resource or a pro se app out there, and that should be listed for people to get to, but you shouldn't have to wait for the owner to add it. And so that's part of the crowdsource. So price forward, platform agnostic, and crowdsource, those are kind of the three requirements that I think are necessary. And without those, I think a platform is more like a stool, right? You need to have all three. Otherwise, you have a one or two-legged stool. And so all three of these are not on a single platform at this point. And so that is actually kind of what we're working on at Instant Attorney. I'm going to give you guys a little sneak peek of that. If we have time, let's see. Oh, there we go. Before I go on, does anyone have any questions about marketplaces? Yeah. So this is Instant Attorney. There's a lot of stuff on the back end that has not connected to the front end yet. And so I will just kind of be giving a rough overview of kind of what this is going to look like. So you'll be able to search, you'll have your organizations. Yes. Okay, you'll have your organizations, right? And so I've gone ahead and kind of listed almost everybody sort of here, right? Their organizations on here. And then if we wanted to, you can also write for each organization. This is off of Community Lawyer, right? They have Pine Tree Legal Assistance built an app on Community Lawyer. And so if you wanted to either profile for Pine Tree Legal Assistance, we have their citizen attestation form, right? And you can click more. You can learn more about their citizen attestation form. That is a very difficult word. It's free. It'll have wonderful screenshots, which are currently beautiful gray. And then you kind of click on the link to get on over here, and it goes over, it goes to Community Lawyer's platform, right? And so we say, hey, check out this app. That's sort of that example there. And let's see. So if we want to go back and do another one. So let's say we want to do Upsolve, right? We want to view their profile, right? Same thing. They have Chapter 7 bankruptcy online, and you come on down here, check out their website, and it sends you straight to their screen, right, to see if you qualify. Now, preferably, we didn't really get to demo it all too much earlier, but eventually there's that programmatic qualification. So before we send the user over, we'll be able to check and see if they qualify, make sure that they qualify for Upsolve. And if they do, then we send them over. And if they don't, we say, hey, sorry you don't, you can check out these other bankruptcy resources. So that is Instant Attorney. That's maybe, let's see. Check out for partners. So this is where partners would sign up, right? So they're different than regular users. They're those that are kind of, you apply, you get accepted. Pretty much everyone in this room would be accepted. Kind of helping to formalize the standards for that and what that would look like in the governance. So community feedback would be welcome on that, on who you think would be and how it should be managed. Governance is always a fun and political thing. So, so let's say we want to do, I'll sign up, right? No, I did not. Okay, awesome. So here I am on, oh, and I have to confirm my email. So I'm actually going to sign out of this because my point was to show you kind of logging in there. And so now what I'm going to do is come in here under. Okay, so I'm going to go under here to our hub, which is where we're going to be able to see kind of our accounts. But what we can also see, I guess before we get that, is that we just had a partner, so someone who wants to host their app or kind of be a kind of like Wikipedia style contributor. We can see that, hey, Everett just applied to be an applicant, and I can edit and come in and be able to kind of change my role for that. And then for the organizations, right, you can come in and see the organizations, and if I kind of want to edit Greater Boston Legal Services and change that, say, hey, you know, or our URL should really have HTTPS or something. Right, something like that, and I can come in and update it. So, yep, cool. And so yeah, that's kind of just an example. I'm working on getting the track changes working. So that way, if I went in there and changed GBLS, it might send a request to Quentin that says, hey, do you want to approve this? Everett just said your URL changed. Is that okay? And so he can set it up whether he wants approval or not, or I can just automatically update it, or he can assign me as a trusted person to update the site, either as a member of the organization or not. And then along with, so being able to track those changes, you can see both who made the changes and those requests. So those are coming along. Cool. So the demo there. Get it back over here. So important things being price forward, platform agnostic, and crowdsourced. We saw that all the apps, right? They have a price on them, whether they're free or paid. It's platform agnostic. You can have community lawyer. You can have upsolve, which is Jonathan's insane amount of doc symbol programming in there. And then next to that, right, you also have a crowdsource, right? You have the ability to make edits and suggest edits coming down the pipeline. So we got price forward, platform agnostic, and crowdsource, which I believe will allow it to kind of be this platform that will enable those network effects and kind of get that started from kind of both the demand and the supply side. So to review here, we have community partners, we have business partners, with, again, special focus on marketplaces because of those powerful network effects that only a platform can have. So we have content, we went over content, and now we've gone over partners. Are there any questions so far? Yes?
Well, it would be a little early in the development stage to relate to this question.
Yeah.
How, once you start to have competing partners, competing apps that provide the same functions for the same purpose, stacked next to each other, how does instant trading prioritize those?
Yes. So I mean, the full disclosure part of that, right, is the way the site is going to monetize is through affiliated links or fee splitting or business, right? And so when they're listed up there, kind of maybe the first 3 or 5 slots will be those that are partner plus, kind of the partners who are kind of giving back to the platform for that listing. And then after that, it's sort of the Google algorithm ethos, which is we're trying to give you the best result. And even within those listings, we're still going to try and give you the best result. So even if the way, I mean, we're not going to beat Google overnight or anything like that, right? But the way that their algorithm works for paid listings is the more relevant you are, the less you pay, right? So you can say, I'm willing to bid this much on this. And we're not going to be paid per click. It's going to kind of be affiliate, it's going to be that percentage based, but kind of within that, right? Making sure that you're getting, we're still wanting to serve customers on the site.
Well, you want them to get the right product.
Correct. Yeah. And so, if you're a partner plus and you're more towards the top, then you get a little bit of better rankings for that. That's kind of the idea. So,
Yeah.
Cool. Anything else?
Is this intended to be sort of like a platform for people to white label to sell their products?
So the key part of it is not white labeling so much of the listing part of it, right? I mean, it's really easy to do a website. I'm not going to be in the business of kind of a website, but more if you think of a kayak sort of or bookings.com kind of thing, right? That's kind of what we're going for, where you're aggregating and listing all those price forward legal services. Right now it's just apps, but eventually flat legal services and also legal aid providers as well. So the only thing that we're really looking at for white labeling would be kind of the intake and qualification parts of it. And so if you're, say, a legal aid org and you want to build a intake and triage system, well, we're already going to have that. So, yes.
So one of the challenges of the intake referrals is just constantly changing, and what you do based on maybe we have funding to do this work for a while and then end for so that's even within legal aid referring to each other is just a huge challenge. What have you thought about how you're going to collect or read that?
That is an awesome point. So I don't know if everyone heard Jim's point, but it was that it's very difficult even for legal aids between each other to communicate what they're working on now and their availability. And so the answer to that, right, is a single source of truth. But with standards, as we've been talking about, right, everybody wants their own. And my view is might makes right with standards. And so there's kind of a difference though my idea is don't ask people to do dishes, invite them to a buffet, and then ask them to wash them. And so if you bring them to something that they say, hey man, I don't have to call this other org once a month and see like somebody like this information is listed on there, and so we're going to be trying to do kind of the manual work ourselves up front to bootstrap getting that information in. But that's part of having that closed wiki, right? You get that one person who's just really into it, and they upload their entire organization's information, or each kind of take that community forward step of keeping that information up to date, and everyone benefits. And so that's kind of where that network effect comes in for that platform. And so it is a huge challenge, and it's kind of like Wikipedia. Wikipedia is never complete, you know. It's just always this kind of continual work in progress, but pretty fantastic. Does that help answer?
It does.
Am I pie in the sky?
Have you talked with the Greg?
I have. So
He's been working on that. So
yes. So
and I think trying to create a standard.
yes. So maybe it might be a little bit of an ideological difference. So he's trying to create where everyone is interoperable between each other. But if you kind of do the math between those, it's like NT. I can't remember the math symbol for it, but it's basically like it's not factorial because it's addition, but the number of combinations within that network is huge, right? Even all 50 states, like, or there's more than 50 LLC orgs, right? If all of them have to connect to each other, oh man, that just makes my brain ooze. Like trying to think if they change one minor little thing. And so really, look at Google Maps, like we were talking about earlier, that's a single API you call and you get back. And that's kind of where that might makes right with that part of it. Now, making sure that the incentives are properly aligned to make that happen is kind of what I've been putting my thoughts behind. So that's having the consumer-facing side, where having that data in the same format actually creates and generates profit is part of that. And so I kind of forgot to show this, but I'll go ahead and show it because you brought up open referral. So this is our API, and so some of this isn't part of open referral, the authentication, the user's part. But if you look at this organization and everything, this is off of open referral. So we're basing our API off of open referral. We're having to extend it so we have applications on there. But once we add legal aid organizations, so the organizations are there, and then once we have the services and locations and things, that's going to be in the same API for the human-centered HSCPA, whatever, open referrals acronym is for it. So we're working with that, and we love the interoperability and the openness, but you know, kind of hopefully, eventually, it kind of just becomes the same source of truth. And do you have another follow-up question back there? Yes.
So I think there's different aspects of the legal industry.
Yes.
And so I think there's a market for having a platform that could be deployed by large law firms to manage their application.
Mm-hmm.
And because, like King & Spalding, you have over 1,000 attorneys and you have specialties and all these weird things, right? And let's say we want to set up like a client portal where they can come in and use these applications, pay for it, and things like that. Well, these law firms, they don't have that internal capability. But it seems like, you know something about the platform of deploying these things, right? So.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like a weird middle ground between like what community lawyers kind of working on in their communities and kind of the consumer-facing side. I'll talk to you after.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so partners. Third part, publicity. A little publicity, right? Free advertising, isn't it? No, it's not really. Okay, so publicity. There's three main questions: the who, the how, and the what. So the who of publicity. Who are you contacting, right? You need to build out your contact list. There's two ways to do this. There are paid databases, and there's legwork. I bootstrapped my startup. I've only bootstrapped all my other things. So I've never used paid databases. I've only used legwork. Go to conferences, talk to people online, be active on social media, engage. Don't just approach them, like soft touch. Tell them, hey, I thought that post was great. Don't ask them for anything, right? The first time. It's like the neighbor, who only comes over when you need to borrow your lawnmower, right? Not a good neighbor. You gotta come over with cake, every so often. Okay, so that was the who and the how. So the how is how we're going to distribute, right? So again, there's a paid service, and then there's personal contact. And might be catching on to your thing here. I've never done paid service. I've only done personal contact, right? So you have email, phone. You can, again, reach out on social media. Important thing to remember, though, is most people who are in journalism, especially professionally, are way overworked, right? And so don't abuse the fact that you have contact with them and know who they are. Again, with that equal parts, like bringing the cake to your neighbor and asking for the lawnmower. And don't be obnoxious, but sorry, there's a contact there. But be good and have I guess this gets on to the next part, the what. So what are you going to say to them, right? So if you are asking for something, like how, or if you are distributing your material to them, okay. So how are you going to craft a message? The first one is the title, right? You got to make sure that you have a good title, that it's catchy, that it's succinct, not hyperbolic, and then also the whole body is concise, and that you're kind of not wasting their time on what it is that they should be doing. And making things that both are easy to read as a whole and are easy to quote is kind of an art. And so that's kind of something you have to play around with. So that way it makes their job easier, right? So if they say, oh, cool, I can just read out this piece. I don't need all 4 paragraphs, right? That makes the job a whole lot easier. So that's the who, the how, and the what. So that's content, partners, and publicity. Do we have any questions on publicity? Good, okay. So, we've gone through those, and if you remember back, we built our app, we want to make some profit, whatever key performance indicator that might be, or we're trying to figure out how to get there. We looked at network effects and paid advertising, and because we aren't a platform, network effects don't really work for us, and because of just money and how that thing works, paid advertising doesn't really work for us either. So what about marketing? Well, we went through the client journey from awareness to engagement, to subscribing, to conversion, to excitement, which is building trust, to the ascension, right, of that value ladder and upselling, to advocating, promotion. Then we went over marketing, content, partners, and publicity. We went through the content funnel as part of content. We talked about the top of the funnel, which is kind of your blog posts, middle of the funnel, which is kind of more of that engagement sort of content, screeners, quizzes, and the bottom of the funnel, which is those reviews, user stories, maybe a webinar, I wore it down. And then we talked about the partners. We had community partners and business partners. So we paid special attention to the platforms, ones that are price forward, platform agnostic, and crowdsourced. And in order to garner those network effects that platform needs. And then we talked about publicity, which is the who, the how, and the what. So after crossing out network effects and paid advertising, you would think marketing might be a viable option. Hopefully so. So there we go. You can fill in phase 2. Very known down there. So yeah, thank you. And one last time, are there any questions? Good.
Okay.
Does Upsolve want to say anything since, you're out there on the internet doing great stuff, and because it's all out in the open, we can see what you're doing and reverse engineer it and then imitate it.
Well, first of all, that was the best. I don't know. Yeah, no, that was awesome. I mean, I think the biggest lesson of Upsolve really, now that we have all these new tools, the cost of building tools to deliver legal services has never been cheaper, never been easier. And in the past, I recently talked to Richard Scott, who's like the, kind of like the godfather of legal tech, first person to documentation in the 90s. He was telling me the story how he was building these do-it-yourself, no contest divorce websites. It was costing him, he stopped once he got to, I think, 10 states, it was costing him $12,000 of development time every time he had to add new states no contest divorce forms, right? And now, with the new tools that we have, Docacon, document lawyer, now you can do that in a week. It's going to cost $60 a month rather than $12,000. And you can do all 50 states for less than $60. So it's amazing how much cheaper things are getting. And now the challenge to Everett's presentation is like, how do you distribute? Because you can build it, but they're not going to come. You have the best products in the world, but unless you're doing all the stuff that Everett was talking about, content, getting links, getting media, really to use the product. So I think it's super.
Thank you. Well, we actually have a few minutes. So that was Jonathan Betts, co-founder of All the Law. And can I put you on the spot to talk about Better Law?
Yeah.
Just very briefly, what your plans are with your new venture?
Yeah. So I basically I'm like a lot of folks here, super passionate about this idea. Why are legal services so expensive? Why are lawyers spending so much time on things that can be automated, streamlined? And as a result, why can so few people afford legal services? And so that was the vision behind Upsolve, which now people in 48 states are using to file for bankruptcy. And my next venture is a tech-enabled law firm for family immigration. So marriage green cards, citizenship, visas, all this kind of stuff that highly document intensive, form intensive, data entry, document collection, stuff that's ripe for being streamlined. So we're automating a lot of this. We're driving costs down for consumers that are and we started using community lawyers triage tool to diagnose if you qualify for green card. Like really basic stuff, things that in the past would be really expensive. So now you can go for $6 a month. So I think this is, Better Law is just one piece of this. Like, how do we? The big challenge of legal services, I think, in our time is, how do you do it better, faster, and cheaper so that people can afford lawyers can. So that's really all comes back to Jonathan. He built with
Docacon. Well, what you're talking about, Everett, makes me think that this new sort of marketplace platform is like Avo meets Law Help Interactive in some way. Law Help Interactive being in the legal aid sphere, the sort of one central repository for all the automated forms, and being sort of a platform that in some ways is platform agnostic too, for having them all in one place and providing some network, so that small legal aids don't have the infrastructure to market their support their apps, could just put them all in
I mean, it's a huge, exactly. One of the things about Law Help Interactive, though, is you're supposed to only be linked to from the state portal websites, which causes this sort of extreme bouncing around and this inability to actually, because there's no search or really find functionality for just, let's say, a divorce app. You have to kind of go in by state, and then they'll show you for the state, but then they'll just send you to the state portal portal site, which then you have to find through how to get back there to kind of the app. So anyway, yeah, sorry, maybe it's getting
And
a great
another thing you brought up was crowdsourcing things and reviews. And so if your site is a source of reviews, some of the people who host apps might not really like the fact that they're listed on Instant Attorney. And I think, maybe they want to take down their listing or something like that just because it's got reviews. But I kind of think we just need to have everybody sort of listed there no matter what. And that leads to a problem that Quentin actually identified in one of, I think you wrote a blog post about it, about how Google was creating this way for people to do questions and answers on businesses, including legal aid businesses. And so clients were giving legal advice to one another through Google's crowdsourced tool. And so when people were searching for Greater Boston legal service, some stuff was coming up right there in the sidebar looking all official. And it actually, in some ways was bad information. But I think that we just kind of have to, my personal opinion, we sort of have to go fast forward into this future and sort of adjust to the fact that we're going to have to do something about these bad reviews or bad information and fix the crowdsourcing rather than try to stop it and stand in the way of that development.
So to clarify from that, we're taking the trust pilot model, which is you have to be a verified customer in order to place a review. That's retroactive, right? So anyone can place a review, but you can contest it if you have that page, right? And so you say, hey, this person never used my app. And then they have to use a proof of purchase, which I've kind of been talking to Quentin a little bit about, of how do you do that with a free pro se app, right? Do you give them a number or something like that? It might be one of those, we kind of cross that bridge when we come to it, figure it out sort of things. But then they're also able to reply, right? So they're able to kind of say, hey, even if it is a valid customer, you're allowed to kind of show that you are able